Hello, beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I'm Divine Light, and I'm so happy you have joined me here today. In this reading, we will dive into the energies of your next 4 weeks with a general overview. I'm going to start out with your coffee cup, then we're going to move on to the tarot. It's going to be a little more detailed than usual. And then after that, we're going to close your reading with your spiritual message and an angel of assistance, okay? And if this message resonates with you, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up and hit subscribe so we can continue to grow and shine together. Let's start out with a coffee cup. I see a pathway opening right away. There's a chunk of money, kind of like shaped like a helium balloon. Okay, let's get closer to it, okay? And kind of looks like a bouquet of flowers. Another thing that reminds me, if you know tarot a little bit, emperor, and not the emperor, I'm sorry, empress actually holding a staff in her hand, and the King of Pentacles is holding the same exact staff in his hands, which is like a staff which has a golden ball on top of it. The roundness of the ball kind of represents the creativity, but because it's a golden staff, it's magic wand. It is wish fulfillment, making dreams come true. And it seems like this is showing up for you within the 3rd week, but it's not right in front of like your pathway that this is where you're starting. It's at the end of it. So it might require you to travel somewhere. Within the 3rd week, maybe you need to go somewhere, or it can be mental travel from where you are mentally to getting to where you want to go. Thinking from that point of view is going to give you the staff, which is your magic wand, which is your creativity. Also, at the same time with the stick part is the masculine energy. They're just combining together here, which I feel like maybe creativity is going to inspire you to do something, take certain action. And when you take the action with the masculine energy, this is going to actually bring some sort of like a big blessing, like a chunk of money, a gift, a resource that you're needing at this moment. Maybe within the 3rd week, something that you're going to be needing. I see there's someone standing on the pathway here. Kind of, I feel a queen energy. This can be someone maybe luring you, calling you over. But then when you get closer to them, they're closing the path. This can be a friend who might even like don't want you to expand outside of your comfort zone, because then you're going to be maybe too good for them. But they are just showing you little bits of what you're capable of, like reflecting that part of it, that like a little part of it. Seems like there's a person. I don't feel like they have negative intentions. I feel like they are just like self-preserving energy here. Either way though, they're going to carry you to a certain point, even though they have a self-preserving energy. They're going to invite you to a certain point to open up your vision towards the future, okay? When I look inside, in the beginning, I see there's a heart shape, someone holding and coming towards you. And this person kind of looks like they have the wolf head and the hat that the wolf actually invaded the grandma's house in Red Riding Hood. Kind of reminds me of that, and coming up with like a long heart. But these are all vague energies. So some of you might be getting vague energies from this kind of wolf. Most of the time indicates soul, family, support, but this is kind of with the headwear, that silk bonnet that one is wearing. Kind of reminds me of someone who is in the grandma's clothing. It's a wolf, okay? And the heart is not really like a full heart. It's like an expanding. It's just maybe something that belongs to others, or maybe someone actually learns some things from others that what you would enjoy. That's why you're going to feel the offness, this energy. And they're like, I feel like a ghosting energy here. And because it's like on the brink of the timeline, this can even be someone that you already encountered, someone to come to you and like love bomb you, and or it can be about like a business also, gave you all these hope, we're going to create amazing things together, it's going to be wonderful. And then they saw that, okay, you are adventurous, you like to have fun, but you're also cautious, you want to take steps with the temperance energy, with moderation and balance. And that might actually made them realize that you're not going to be easy to fool. So if there's such a thing happened here, Don't worry, because it is something good for you. It is something, the universal powers behind background, it's working for your own benefit. I see there's a new legal paper coming in after this person maybe dissolves and disappears, and it has a bright burning star right in the middle of it. Star is your wish fulfillment, star is your heart's desire. It's glowing right there, and starting small and it's growing too. So this is something maybe you'll get offered a small contract, but it's just gonna grow, keeps growing, and it's gonna become really big. And this can be a friendship that you're forming. It's starting like, oh, let's have a coffee, and then it turns into maybe full-blown something that will fully support you all your life long. And it is even leading to another pathway, another inspiration, maybe even travel opportunity for you. Okay, I see there are 2 pathways opening within the 2nd week. I don't know if you guys can see, there are hands right here. This hand has like 1, 2, 3 fingers to 2. The 4th and the 3rd, like the 3rd and the 4th finger are actually closed. I like that. This is like anomaly. This is an anomaly. There is a number 8 in there, but I feel like maybe you are the one who resolves the anomaly here. Okay. This kind of reminded me, it's going to show my age. During the 80s, there was a problem with a nuclear power plant in, I think, Ukraine, and some of the children, even in my country by the sea, close to there, had this kind of like closed fingers. So this can be a situation, undesirable, happened. Eyes are on there. It's like so like looking like very fiery here. Maybe this gave you some sort of like a passion to fix something, or like, yeah, this is like an anomaly. So maybe you wanted to fix this, and it seems like here you might even pick up this passion today, because it doesn't have to be something happened 30, 40 years ago. It can be something that is happening at this moment, and it's just really catching your attention. It's an anomaly, and is an anomaly affecting humans. And I see number 8 here. Maybe you're gathering some funding for that, or you're becoming a part of like community for that, like attending. And it can be something like that. Or maybe, like I said, this is maybe 40 years, can be wherever you during that timeline. Maybe there is something from that moment has some message for you for this timeline. You're going to pick it, the message from the past, but it is going to affect this timeline. Okay, so that kind of reminds me of that hand. Or another thing, hand is an organ. If you're righty, especially, it's a right hand. We used to it separates us from animals, that we can craft things with our hands. But it seems like there's something happening with these 2 fingers, that they're being tied. And they're changing. When they're tied, it is going to change your perspective about a situation. You see the eyes are fully open. You're going to understand something. And I feel like this is going to be for the better, because number 8 indicates material satisfaction. So it is going to give you an outlook that, oh, okay, if I cannot do that, but I can do this. And that is going to actually multiply maybe your efficiency, your productivity, and your income, your resources. Something is going to increase out of that thing. Okay, I see someone coming to you carrying their hearts in their hand, and the pathway opened right there, and it can be aligning the same time here. Someone with a hat can be someone who has a profession, like a classical profession, teacher, lawyer, doctor, and carrying their heart in their hand can be a heartfelt offer coming to you. And maybe this is something that you are also capable of teaching. There is something that you know that you can teach here. This can also be symbolizing, again, you're like, maybe someone's coming to you with a heartfelt offer. Okay, within the 3rd week timeline, it's showing up. And I feel like this maybe like something seems like a disability, or maybe like you're going to hurt one finger, they're going to get tied together, and then you're going to find a way to do something else with that. And this can be actually a good thing for others. There's other people dealing with that. This person might be coming with like a heartfelt offer. Okay, let me give you the money and give us the idea. Some kind of thing here, okay? Because ideas are the most important, most valuable things. There is something called patent law. It's all dependent on the ideas. If you look into it, patents are actually you have like 10 years or something in order to develop the patent and give the actual product in there. You can just sketch something on a paper and submit it. And I think it's like not 100%. I'm not 100% knowledgeable, but I heard it from someone. They said like you can even sketch something on a paper, and if it's an original idea, it can be patent pending. That's what actually patent pending means. It can be put on the list. Okay, so that's why if you're feeling like, oh, I have an idea, but ideas don't make money, ideas are the most important things, okay? And it seems like somebody's coming to you right away with a beautiful offer. I see a baby here with, what was that sucking device? Bib? No. I forgot what it is. But the baby has two little horns. So the baby can be someone stubborn coming into your life, a new idea or a new person, or you're a new person you're working together with, stubborn, headstrong. But they have a good aura, positive aura. This can be someone that you're working together with or someone who needs to take care of things for you. Feel like here the gentle approach is going to be the one who takes the cake, basically, which is going to resolve the situation. So if you're feeling frustrated when this person, maybe you're dealing with someone on the line, on like government office, DMV, you're going there, they don't know what they're doing, but usually DMV people know what they're doing there. Though, anyways, maybe someone in the pharmacy, they don't know what they're doing. It requires gentleness, and I feel like you might be thinking, but this is a big thing. It's not that small of a thing. It is going to create a wave of change. Either this can be coming from the person or this can be a butterfly effect. It is going to affect maybe towards the end of the month. We have here a clean paper coming, an approval coming, a pathway is opening, okay? Your patience towards this person, understanding, taking a deep breath is actually going to change like an outcome of certain things. It is even like forming phone lines here. I see two people touching their foreheads together. Maybe it is going to actually help you meet someone that is compatible with you, or maybe someone you love is standing behind you on the line. You don't even recognize it, but when they see how patient and passionate and loving you are, it is going to really affect the energy, okay? This doesn't mean that because you're going to benefit from something, change who you are, but being gentle, being tactful, being graceful, is not really, I don't mean accommodating. I don't mean that. I mean that like a divine grace. When you carry that, it really changes the world for the better too, okay? And our world, we're living in this world too. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. Let me slow down a little bit and take a look at this one. I see someone trying to catch a fish. They have something in their hand, a small bag or small net they're trying to cast. Your desire, is coming really fast. Even though it looks like it's something in the long, far distance, it seems like it's going to happen really fast, okay? This can be even, maybe you are wanting an offer to come to you, but it seems like you're going to get the offer going, and then it's going to pay off. How, like I give you an example. I usually give the examples from my experiences. Maybe you're communicating with someone to get hired for a job, and they're asking you, okay, they're giving you a date, you went to an interview, maybe you're going to offer them something, okay? Maybe you're going to offer them, okay, let me do a little project for you, okay? And then you decide if I'm compatible, if we can work together, rather than like, look at my resume and hire me, which multiple times that I actually receive contracts through giving something unconditionally, and then they said, okay, this is excellent work, let's go. And so it can be something like that you're going to be offering. But the thing is though, the fish comes in big, your desire coming full circle, creating like a closing one cycle and opening a new one. There's a massive fish here, but your net, you see like how big of a, like you're with a plastic bag trying to catch this massive fish. So your container needs to be bigger. Your container needs to be bigger. Your ability to receive needs to be bigger. And there are many books actually about expanding that amount, because I think it's Guy Hendricks. He has a book, Big Leap. And he mentions there that we all have a glass ceiling of the capacity of receiving the amount, certain amount of money, certain amount of friends and the goodness, love. And every time we try to break that glass ceiling, we crumble down basically. Okay, and I feel like there's such a moment happening for you. I haven't seen this for any other signs. This is special to you. If you have sun, moon, rising, Venus, like if it's Venus, it can be about relationships and love. If it's about your sun, sun is your, I think, no, the rising is outside where you put, how you show yourself. So maybe there's also breakthrough happening there too. You need to allow yourself to maybe let yourself to be seen more. I see that you're wearing a cloak right here with a top hat. You have that massive staff in your hand with stick and a bowl on top of it. So you're really growing and attracting a lot of energy towards you. So if you're feeling scared or maybe things are not really aligned the way you want it to be initially, it seems like it's going to work out. Do not freak out, okay? And or go ahead and freak out for a moment. And then after that moment, just go back to your usual self. I'm going to dive into the tarot now. We're going to look into the recent past. And I want to also mostly focus on this like a leap. What is that leap that you're taking? What's that glass ceiling that you're breaking? Okay. And which is everybody's desire to earn more, have more love, have more friends, and really like fulfill on this planet, like have a full-on human experience in the best possible way. Let's see the past effects of that. We have 10 of Cups. I think you're the third sign who received the 10 of Cups in the same position, even though I keep shuffling this deck. 10 of Cups is a happy family environment, aligned, maybe a good childhood as well, even though this is the recent past. Or this can be recently you have come together with your family, or you received amazing support from them, okay? You allow them to help you. It seems like Ace of Cups is a good sign here. You might have also received an emotionally fulfilling offer. And through the energy of the love and the family and appreciation, this offer showed up. And it seems like that was your wish fulfillment. That was your heart's desire, okay? And I don't think that you weren't aware of it. I think you were fully aware of that, fully enjoying that. You're having a lot of satisfaction in there. And it wasn't really a blockage thing. But now it's time. Maybe you have already enjoyed this pleasure, enjoyed this beautiful offer. And now it's time to expand a little bit more outward, okay? It's time to break this glass ceiling too, because there's something better out there for you. Let's see in the present moment, what you can do is there's an opportunity of a new adventure coming ahead. 2 of Wands is the planning. Maybe you already planned it out, or this is spontaneously coming into your life. This is your energy, fire energy. This is excitement. This is joy, happiness, fulfillment. And the new adventure, this is fire. That's why I feel like it is going to really fulfill your, heart's desire. The thing is, though, the fear is creeping in. This is your glass ceiling here. Self-fulfilling prophecy, having nightmares. There are roses on her blanket here, though. And the lace is beautiful, by the way. So roses can be, I see here the Aries symbol, Sagittarius right there. I don't know if you can see the Sagittarius symbol here too. Oh no, this is actually male symbol, Mars, Aries. Very strange. So in order to overcome that, you need to take the lead and charge. Okay, that's what the Aries does. The first zodiac, you can embody the energy of the Aries. You can embody the energy of being headstrong and going forward with your desires when the fear creeps in. Fear can also be coming forth. Maybe you have a super analytic Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius surrounding you, and they're giving you all the negative, the worst case scenarios. It's your power that is going to flip the script here, okay? When you take the charge and say, you know what, I am the emperor here. I lead with confidence. I will take care of the situation. Even if there's a negative outcome, I can actually turn it out to be positive, or I can overcome it. I'm strong and powerful as soon as you do that. The support that you need, if it's financial especially, is going to show up. 6 of Pentacles energy, giving and receiving. What you put out is what you get back. This can be physical, when you are helping others mentally, spiritually. It doesn't have to be, you don't always have to give something material as a material, like produce something and sell. A service is a spiritual, I feel like it's a spiritual thing. We when you give something to people, teach something to people, spiritual, they can write it down or you can give a booklet, then it makes it material. But if you don't, it is something mental that you're actually handing over. And that mental support, mental energy you put out there is going to come back to you as multiplied and maybe even material satisfaction, okay? But the thing is, though, the most important thing is focusing on what makes you feel fulfilled, happy, excited, loved, and appreciated. And also staying away from the 9 here, fear, okay? Let's see what the future holds for you. We have 7 of Cups. This can indicate confusion, but the future holds good things. So I feel like here, you're going to be given too many options. When you keep at it, when you do not back down, when you feel strong, you're going to have many options. There might be also confusion rising because this can be, okay, because we have 9 Cups here, 9 different things fulfilled. Can be home, money, love, friends, skills, learning, everything that you desire, like adventure, travel, skydiving, if that's what you're interested in, or mountain climbing, can be even chilling by the beach, whatever is your heart's desire. It can be all in front of you to choose from. Because like the mountain climbing, like to a snowy mountain, and the surfing are on two different ends of the spectrum. That can be the confusing part for you. This is an example that I'm giving. I'm not saying that you're going to go climb the Himalayas tomorrow. Because I feel like it's too risky. It's too risky to go up there. However, whatever your interest is, there are going to be too many options that can create a little bit confusion. How can you overcome that? We have here a celebration coming in for you. A finish line is showing up. First, complete the things in your hand because the future is going to hold a completion already. There's going to be a finish line showing up, and complete and celebrate. There's a celebration happening here. You're going to be celebrating with your loved ones. You're going to be congratulated, ending. This is actually kind of like ending a season, like closing the grape wines, collecting the grapes and making them wine, turn it into something for the long term. So focusing on that is going to be like what is in your hand, and finalizing that is going to actually help you choose better here, okay? And finally, I have this is a Page of Swords. Page of Swords can be symbolizing someone that is actually very blunt, brave, and smart, filled with good ideas, and speaks their minds very clearly. So it seems like here, when you complete the project, when the future comes, the future projects, whatever is in your hand, you're going to get a sharp, clear idea of what you need to pick. Okay, it's going to be like a clear as day. You don't need to deal with which one should I pick, or which one is going to be a sacrifice. You're not even going to think about that. Nothing is going to be a sacrifice at that point. You're going to be fully satisfied. I'm going to pull your spirit's message now. Let's see what your spirit wants you to know. Then we'll pull the angel. We have study. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back to learn, whether that's a learning all things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. This can even be something that you think you very well know, that might even be updated, upgraded. And when you dive into it, you're going to find new gems in it. And now I'm thinking, because I said like there's something you're putting out there, which is bringing you material satisfaction, opening new pathways for you for a new adventure. This can even be about something studying, going to somewhere for studying, and or maybe even going to the museum and looking back into the history, because I feel like that is not my feeling. It's an area of study, history, and maybe some things from history can inspire you to close your current cycle down, okay, and complete that. Let's pull your angel here. What we have is beautiful. Archangel Michael, call upon him. I think this is Bastet. I'm not sure. I want to look at it. And it comes with transmutation. If you ever watched, I don't watch many animations, but there's one I watched in the past, anime, manga, I think, Full Metal Alchemist. It's a long one. If you watch the cartoon, like the sketching part. They're alchemists basically in that. They create things out of what's existence. For example, there's an earth here, there's a soil, they turn that into a clay pot, okay? Like you cannot really create something out of nothing. And they create this transmutation circle, and they, through that circle they make things happen, okay? So it's so rare to create something without the transmutation circle. But the thing is, though, the name of the game is transmutation. Like taking something, turning into something else. So that what they are actually pointing out throughout the whole series is you cannot create something out of nothing. And I feel like here, Archangel Michael is coming, and you have amazing things that can be transmuted into a massive wealth, love, grace, amazing stuff at this moment. And this is going to be, for the next 4 weeks, your challenge here to find what can be transmuted into something that you truly want to have in your life, okay? All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. I would like to thank you for joining me, and I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.